He's such a big kid.
Yes, I like to have my peanut butter and jelly daily.
Big back,
I use that
activate.
sour. I use that sourdough joint too. That shit was hitting, boy. I
Yeah,
swear,
sourdough. I bet that motherfucker
that
was
shit
good.
was smacking.
Hey yo, what y'all put in the frying pan? I'm gonna give y'all a tip.
I
Don't
put
look at me like
butter.
I'm butter. Nope.
Butter, bro.
I put
Nope. Put butter in the fry.
butter.
Okay,
What you
my
talking
fault.
about?
Put
Butter.
butter in the frying pan, right?
Mm.
But on your bread, put mayonnaise.
Man,
Put
hell,
butter
on
Come
a
on your,
peanut
on,
butter and
man.
jelly?
huh?
On a peanut butter and jelly?
It's not going to. You're
Bro,
not going to
you
know it's mayonnaise. It's going to be like
None of that.
it's going to
Bro,
this
be.
that's
is this the
crazy.
second time I caught you wilding out, bro.
Shit,
Second
that's it.
time I
Shit,
Peanut
caught
butter
you
and
you
jelly.
better pay attention. I'm
wilding,
wilding
man.
all the time. But look, watch this. I challenge
Yeah,
anybody to do it, right? And when
Hey,
you
it's
do it,
better
post a
than
picture of
chitlins.
it and your grilled cheese. Yeah, it's some prison shit. I don't care. You know what I mean? But I'm telling you, when you have butter in the joint, you know, but we had mayonnaise packs.
So,
Telling you.
bro, you said do that on the grilled cheese. I'll do that on the grilled cheese and turkey, but you saying put mayo, line my bread with mayo, and then put peanut butter and jelly in the middle and fry?
No, you put peanut butter and jelly in the middle, but the
I feel
outside,
like
the,
I
the
feel like
part
that joint gonna start
that's gonna
tap
hit the
dancing
heat,
when you
hit the
do that
frying pan.
shit.
What'd you say, guys?
I feel like that shit gonna start tap dancing if I do that
You
shit.
gonna start tap dancing when you do that shit. You ain't gonna never eat grilled cheese the same. Trust me. If I'm lying, I'm flying, man.
Basically, just putting a little seasoning on the outside of whatever you about to eat.
And
But it don't
trust
taste
me.
like mayonnaise though. You ain't even gonna taste the difference. Like you ain't even gonna taste it. You know how butter give it that like buttery type of flavor. Like mayonnaise don't like it. Don't give it no
Yeah,
flavor.
bro, mayo gonna give it that mayo-y type of flavor.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't. Hey, Leon, you need to change your name from Leon is king to Leon is intelligent. This is a smart man right there. You know what he talking about.
I know what y'all talking about,
Hey,
but these sandwiches sound nasty. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Okay, hungry nigga. You gonna be hungry. Yeah.
I'm just sitting over here like only part of these sandwiches that sound appetizing was peanut butter and jelly.
I mean, I saw what you drank yesterday. You can't even talk.
You challenged me to do it,
And you did it.
and I did it again today.
That's what I'm talking about. You gonna be a healthy son bitch. Hey, Kenny, matter of fact, Kenny Law, you here? Did you drink your fart this week? For everybody that don't know, trust me, what they drinking is healthy, but it's nasty.
What is it?
Um, I can't tell you unless you agree to drink it.
Come on, man.
That's the
It's
rule.
ass.
Bro, you said they drinking a pork?
No, no. They drinking a concoction that I'm telling them about, right? But it tastes really bad.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm saying what the benefits is though. That's the important thing.
you
What's
get
the
rid of some
benefits?
parasites. You'll get rid of some parasites, gonna clean your
All
stomach
right,
up.
all right, I'm down. What's up? What is it? I'll drink
All
it. What
right.
is it?
So go to the grocery store, buy some molasses, a jar of molasses, right?
Do
It's
they
raw
sell
sugar.
those anymore? What store you go to?
Oh
They
yeah,
Molasses?
definitely sell molasses.
they sell it. You just don't have to be in looking for it. They sell a lot of
I've
stuff in the
never
store that
seen
you don't
it.
notice there
Yeah,
because you don't be looking for it. You know what I'm saying?
molasses.
All right. It's thick. It's basically raw, unprocessed sugar. Before it becomes white sugar, it's the shit
Yeah.
that makes sugar, right?
Okay. Molasses. What
Take
else?
a teaspoon of that, right? Some hot
Teaspoon.
water and a teaspoon of baking soda. Put it in the water,
Water.
let it dissolve, and drink it.
And and you
What
said
it's going to
baking
do?
soda?
Mm-hmm. Baking soda is like the bacon. You call it baking soda, but what it actually is bicarbonate of soda.
Okay, so I'm saying how much baking soda you put in this joint? It's
A
like a cup.
tablespoon,
I'm assuming
teaspoon,
it's a cup.
16 ounce. Go with a 16 ounce. You know
16.
what I'm saying? Just a water
All
bottle,
right.
right? Heat it because you want it to be warm enough so that it'll melt your molasses,
Okay,
right?
nice. I see what you're saying.
And then what's going to happen is baking soda is the technical term for it is bicarbonate of soda, right?
Right.
So what it's going to do is it's going to molecularly bond to the sugar, right? So
Yeah.
now when you drink it, the things in your body that's craving sugar is going to go eat it. but when they eat the sugar, they're eating raw oxygen. They gonna get the fuck up out of there.
Science, son.
All right.
My
So
glasses.
who was that took the challenge? That was Legion, I think. They said he was down.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's me.
All right, make a video. Let us see you do it.
I
It
got you.
it
I'm
it
gonna, I'm gonna
it
take
it,
care of it.
it tastes like a fart. You know what I'm saying? Everybody keep asking how you know what a
Come
fart
on,
tastes
man.
like.
You can don't.
I didn't know what a fart tasted like until I drank this shit.
Hey, Dante,
Yes, sir.
I was supposed to do it or start it last week, but I went and got them molasses and the baking soda. So I plan on starting it this week.
Okay, cool.
How many days are y'all doing this?
So this ain't it, right? But it's not something that you want to do multiple times in a day. But starting out, if you do it every other day, right? If you do it
This
once a
sound
week, if you do it once a week, it's not going to hurt you. I don't suggest that you do it, and OD on it. You know what I mean? But once you start doing it, you're going to see your boo boo be different. You're gonna feel different, and you might see some things crawling around. You know what I'm saying in the wash bowl after you're done. You know what I'm saying?
feel like this is something you do when you fasting.
No, you could do it instead of fasting. You could do it either which way because at the end of the day, just say like a person that eats cookies, right, or drinks soda, right? That person they don't have to fast. They're now putting the things into your body that's going to come get the cookies. That's going to come get the sugars. That's going to get all of the negative things from that is used to getting.
Right.
So I'm not telling you to stop eating cookies, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, that would help if you were fasting, that would, it would speed along the process. And for anybody that does it, I would guess that you're gonna drink this shit that tastes like shit because you're not just doing it to say you did it, you're doing it because you want to see some results. So if you're that person,
Right.
then I would, suggest to either fast or cut down a little bit of your food. One of your meals, say, you know what? I usually eat 3 times a day. I'm gonna shoot for 2. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna drink this. Trust me, y'all. And I may not be the uh fuck with the message, not the messenger, right? But understand this that the messenger that's telling you this, um, I got hurt really bad one time, right? And I used to be in a wheelchair. I was in a coma for a while. Uh I I was really jacked up, okay? And through these remedies that some of my folks put me on and walked me through, I'm back, bitch. So just I know a thing or two about a thing or two, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to health shit. But don't get it fucked up. I still drink and smoke and fornicate and all that other shit too. All right. But just gotta have a balance. You know what I'm saying? I'm a well balanced individual, and I got some folks. You know, what I mean, one of them is here, Josh. You see her on screen, Jocelyn Bridges. She called me 5 times a day and told me to drink water. So, you know, do all the other shit, but folks, just make sure y'all drink your water. Yeah, Ladybug.
Hey,
Balance.
so you drinking that first thing in the morning, or you drinking that in a place of the meal you're gonna skip?
Whichever way you want to do it, bro. If you drink it in the morning on an empty stomach, right? That's a plus, 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 because like you're breaking your fast. So you've been fasting all night, you know what I mean? So that's breakfast, right? And if you drink it, definitely with spring water. Don't stay away from filtered water, yo.
Uh,
Um, like the tiny waters, if you pick up water, it might be a little bit cheaper in the store, right? But don't drink that shit. Uh, and I'm just segueing to that because filtered water that you buy from those companies, it's your toilet water, people. It is from the sewage company that they get that filtered water from. Okay. So it's literally shit water. Like there's people that get paid to take tankers to there and then take them to the water facility. Then they filter it and blah blah blah. So fuck with spring water.
Diabolical.
Yeah, 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 yeah. This is
But
America.
also papayas, if you eat that and swallow the seeds, those are parasite killers as well. Something that I've been on.
Definitely, definitely. So with that, I definitely wasn't trying to go down the health route tonight, but so somebody said literally a golden shower. I'm gonna not agree with you. Okay. Uh, for the folks that don't know what a golden shower is, we'll look it up and don't agree with that motherfucker neither. Um, uh, um, so welcome to Sunday school. Apologize for the um mix up. How y'all feeling this weekend?
Cool.
I'm magnificent, man. I'll tell you what, I just want to go. I do a little production on the side, and this weekend we did the recording of the new season for Baddies. And when I tell you it was the most ratchet shit I ever seen in my life. It was just a terrible representation of us as a people and especially as women. You know, it was terrible, but yeah, I couldn't believe they were doing stuff like that, but it's reality.
Next time you taping, let me know. I'll pull up. Yeah. Hey,
Hey, hey, bro, I got a question about that. Is the object of that show just like I seen it on IG before? It looked like they just fight, like they literally just square off and fight the
That
whole
was
day.
the mix up for me, right? Because it was the audition. So when they first some of the judges were previous baddies. So a lot of the times the judges would be like, well, who gonna stand on business? And the girls looking confused, like what that even mean until one of them just start firing on the other one. There was a lot of times where they played a game called Baddie Says. Now, mind you, it was six girls that come out at a time. They played this game called Baddie Says. And she said, Baddie says, jump up on one leg. All six of the girls jumped up on one leg. She said, Baddie says, punch the bitch next to you. And it was a literal Royal Rumble. And it was like that almost every other group of them. And there were a
so I
lot
got
of,
a question. They got clothes on?
yeah, they got clothes on. Yeah. It's getting
Oh,
ripped off though. You know, it's titties and all type of stuff flying everywhere, so it was bad. A lot of them came out like bad, like probably going to have some cuts and bruises on them for the rest of their life.
oh, so it's women's wrestling
Yes.
for real.
Royal Rumble fashion though, like not no one
It's
on one.
glow.
Like
Yeah. Where do I sign up? Um,
That's crazy.
so before I know we up against it for time, right? Because Bible study is definitely starting. Hey, Dad, let me ask you a question. So the Bible study link and Sunday school links are two separate links.
Yeah, those are two separate links, bro.
Okay,
I
so when we
mean,
get out of here, y'all, we're gonna need to go back into Mighty and come back into Bible study. All right. Um,
You said when we get out of here, what?
when Sunday, so this is Sunday school, right? Sunday
Right.
school is Sundays at 6 p.m. with me, so 6 p.m. Eastern, right? Bible study is 7 p.m. with Derek Eastern, 7 p.m. Eastern, right? So they're two separate events. So when we leave out of here around 7, just go back into Mighty and click the events and now just jump into the other Zoom meeting.
All right, bet.
All
Is
right.
the same is the link for Bible study the same link that it's been, or is it a new link?
No, it's a new link. It's inside the event section. So whenever you click that, it'll just redirect. It'll like automatically take you to where you need to be.
Okay. And just check this out, y'all. Some of it is, like if you got a Zoom account, like the links stay the same, but sometimes we have to and need to change the links. So just because you had the link in your Zoom from 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks from now, it may not be that link. All right.
Like when I look
So
at the post, when I look at the post, it says Zoom link on there, like right up under like the picture or whatever. It just says Zoom link. I click that and it takes me straight there.
yeah, that's the way it works. But for folks that don't go to the post, right? That just go into their Zoom and like there's a drop down on Zoom where you can go to the other thing that you already went to. But if you go to one that you already went to and it's not a live link anymore, you're going to get there. You'll be sitting there and nobody's there. So what I'm suggesting is that you always refer back to Mighty to get the link, right? Okay.
The goal is to get everybody to pay attention to Mighty
Definitely.
for
Thank you for that.
events.
Definitely for events and for everything. It's folks here that are asking questions that hear me on this, y'all. And again, this is a fuck with the message and don't give a fuck about the messenger, right? So don't worry about the way I'm saying the shit, right? Is I don't see any kids on the screen. Oh shit, one just came. Um, Start reading, y'all. The answers to 85% of the questions that you're asking is literally in the emails and or in Mighty already there for you, right? So for folks that receive the workbook for the family Bible, it's just a workbook. But if you go into Mighty and go over to the left tab and scroll down, there's a tab on there that says Family Bible. If you click that, that will give you the full completed version of the Bible. Excuse me. As well as at the end of that completed version, the workbook that you currently have, the physical copy that you have, excuse me, is in there as well. All right. So if you go back and look at the recordings that's in there, the recordings are going to help you craft and create and write your Bible. Right. So it's the things that we discuss in these conversations. Now, by all means, today we put a recipe in for some shit that tastes like shit, right? But if you want to put that into your Bible, then by all means. But there's a Bible class where someone was here and was talking about growing food. There's a Bible a recording that's in there from a Bible study class that is all uh, 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 about situational awareness that Derek was showing us different things that you could do to stay safe. So these are things that you can use. Sorry, these are things that you can use to craft your Bible. Um, and let me just say this: is that um, since I'm talking about it, pay attention to the mighty, pay attention to Telegram because we're about to do a 2.0 upgrade, right? And in the upgrade, I don't know how many people here that have witnessed my Bible and been in the room while I was like going through what I've written and like my process on writing it. But we're going to be doing uh, uh, Tuesday nights, where it's basically Tuesday night Bible study, where we're going to actually write the Bible, right? So we're going to go on Zoom and I'm going to show y'all a whole bunch of tricks and tips on how to use Microsoft Word, just stuff that you can do and how to do it and how to be a good writer. Um, and I don't know, but a lot of folks like, my writing style, but I'm gonna work with you and show you how to do shit. Um, Now on Sundays and Mondays, we're going to actually be here having conversations and bringing teaching in. But now it's a matter of taking the teaching, taking the things that's in the curriculums and all of the stuff that's in Mighty that you have access to, and now putting them into your Bible so that way you can now implement it. Um, and I'm gonna just implore y'all, fucking show up, man. Like y'all bought this shit so with the intention. Wait a minute, am I choppy? Can y'all hear me okay?
I can hear you okay, but you did get a little choppy.
Okay. Um, y'all bought this shit, with the intention of getting it so that you can use it, so that you can implement the strategies and create a plan, right? The shit don't work if you don't work it. You know what I mean? Like if it's just a file that you have on your computer, something that can tell people, oh, I got that. I got this book, right? It's a fucking paperweight if you don't fucking, you know what I'm saying, actually write it. But in that, I give Derek a bunch of fucking credit is that within the first 30 days of us doing this, like we recognized that. And he went back to the drawing board and completed the whole version of the Bible and gave it to you for the same price. That shit was hard. Like you got a 400-page book with things that you can go in, copy and paste the things that apply. If it don't apply, certain shit in there, let it fly. You know what I mean? But now you and your family got a blueprint. So with that, I just want to open up for any questions. I was not planning on taking this and making this a Bible conversation, uh, um, like showing y'all how to, navigate mighty, anything like that. But since I got so many people here, if anybody needs me to show y'all real quick, just let me know, and I can share a screen and show you real quick. If everybody here easy breezy, then we can keep this train moving.
Can you answer the question for gangster?
What do you say?
If these are recorded because he works overnight.
Yes, they're recorded. So we're recording actually right now. So if you go into Mighty, you can pull. Oh, so that's a two-part question. I just realized it. So Sunday school, all the Sunday schools are recorded. Um, Gangster, are you in Telegram? All right. Okay.
Say yes.
Um, oh, all right. Oh, Vitalago Gangster. Okay. So Vitalago, shoot me a message in Telegram. And I think I started sending you the recordings from Sunday school, but I'm not going to send you 20 of them in Telegram. I'm going to send you two. And once you watch those two, then let me know, and then I'll send you more. Because I don't want to just inundate you with, what I mean, just a bunch of information. So just respond to the messages. Let me know once you watch the ones that you watch, you know what I mean? And then I'll send you the recordings. That goes for anybody that attends Sunday school, right? Just go in Telegram, at me, Dante Gifted. Let me know that you want to start receiving the past recordings. And the recordings are going to go into Mighty. They just haven't gotten here yet, right? But I'm gonna start putting them in. But for right now, if y'all want them, you know, hit me on Telegram. But in a second, once everybody start getting acclimated to fucking with Mighty, I'm gonna stop dropping them in Telegram, and Mighty's gonna be the only place you're gonna be able to get them. All right, y'all understand that? Yes or yes?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
y'all. Yeah, so we good. um, so what the conversation tonight was supposed to be, we were supposed to be talking about grants and grant writing and just grants, but we got a little thrown off with time, right? So, Josh, you here with me?
Yeah, yeah. I missed most of it, but I heard you. I heard the last part you said about Mighty. You know that.
Okay, cool. So here's the thing, right? We have a Josh the girl and we have Joshua. So when I'm saying Josh, I'm talking to Jocelyn Bridges right there. Hey, beautiful.
Cool. All
So
right.
Josh, so this is one of those, this is why she's Josh the girl. So that way we don't make these
I
mistakes.
feel you. I feel you. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right.
Drop
So
of confusion.
No worries.
Josh, so just fly with me on this one. Uh if you understand grant writing, no, not if you understand. If you are a person that's interested in grant writing, right? In any aspect of it, how to do it, what it is, you know what I mean? Put a G in the chat. GEE. All right. Not the letter G. Drop GEE in the chat. Josh, can you watch the chat for me? Screenshot it, whatever. Um,
Yeah, she didn't tell me that when I watched it.
Now,
Oh, it's not earlier.
You said grant
I
writing,
look.
Dante.
mhm.
That's
Okay.
the
If
one.
you here and you off mute, I can't. It's not popping up fast enough so I can see who I need to mute. So if you hear and you realize that you off mute and you're not talking, can you make sure you mute yourself? All right. Who was asking the question?
That was me. I said you said put GEE in the chat if you want to know more about grant writing. Did I hear correctly?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Okay.
So can I chime in with a question?
Sure.
This is to Johnson. Um, I know you're a tech head and I'm a tech head. So AI and all those wonderful things that we have now pretty much are really paving the way where we can do a lot of things simple. Would you say that AI has the right perspective? If, say, for instance, somebody knows how to use it, or is it that maybe you have some understanding of it that might be able to be better or beneficial to somebody that knew how to use AI?
I'm not sure I'm catching what you're saying. So are you asking like if I have any new tools to help someone be more familiar with AI or
So basically, I got my little one. Well, she ain't little. She started her own business for a nail technician, doing acrylic nails, and I'm trying to figure out different ways to generate resources so that she can grow her business. So I started doing some research with AI to find some grants. So we found a bunch of grants. We're kind of weaving through the ones right now, and so I use AI to create a template because I got to get her to kind of get in the motion of understanding it. I've been interested in it, but never to the point now where I really had to lock in and kind of get a better understanding of it. So what I'm asking you is that knowing you've been doing it, you have the experience behind it. Is it something that you may know that may help me so that I can help her?
I would definitely say the best thing to do is research the grant itself, or just look into what specifically they're asking for. But as far as using the AI tools like ChatGPT to specifically help her do these things or learn about them, you can ask, like, if you don't understand it, you can say things to ChatGPT like, explain this to me as if I was a fifth grader, or put this in layman's terms, or you can use that to like have it teach or help her understand things, or to put it in words that make sense to her. But also you can use it to write the templates as you said. I think that's a great thing. But also just go back and look at it, and also go back and ask it why. Why did you tell me to structure it this way? What makes the difference? So that way she can get more of the mechanics or the understanding. So it really just depends on whatever gaps or things that she's looking to get her over to the next side. She can really just start having conversations with the AI, and it will learn and work with her as she works with it. So the more she works with it, the better it can start knowing, oh, I know from before you meant this, because it will keep track of the entire conversation, but also it will keep track of reference points from other people's conversations. So she won't have to work as hard, because on top of her working with it, everyone else that's using it's working with it. And it's being updated by the scientists that are paid to work on it. So it's learning exponentially. So it gets to assist her in her learning as well. But another thing, I'm weary about AI because you don't want your kids to not learn how to think for themselves. So use it as a tool rather than a substitute for your brain. So I'm huge on emphasizing that. Like, don't forget the tech is mirroring what humans do. There's no piece of technology that's not doing a thing that a human at one point did and can do. So as long as they don't lose their mechanisms, like when I was a kid, everybody remembered phone numbers because we didn't have cell phones. Nobody remembers their phone numbers anymore. They don't remember numbers. They don't remember math. They don't remember things because they don't have to. So don't make it so easy for her brain to not do the things either, if that makes sense. So yeah, use it, but don't lose your brain in the process.
Yeah, definitely. I got you. I'll take it with me. I've been able to use it pretty good. I try to explain to her that typical on that. Computers can only do but so much. It's the input that we give them, which really says that we are the brain behind the operation. So I try to explain that to her as best as possible. And I'm trying to, get her to understand that this is the way of as to your advantage, but don't, like you said, don't take advantage of it to lose what you have. Just use it as a tool. So I got you. Thank you.
Oh, you're absolutely welcome. And I have you on Telegram, so definitely if she has any questions, like you can just send them through me, or if she has her own Telegram, just send her my way. More than happy to help.
Thank you.
Of course.
Okay. Thanks, Josh. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
So the second question, right? Is there anyone here that is interested in grant writing and is a good writer that feels though they have good writing skills, right? Um, can you put the word writer in the chat? Now, if there's anyone here that feels as though that they're good at research, right? Put the word research in the chat. Now, mind you, you may not be a person that's interested in grant writing, right? But you know that you're a good researcher, right? That you know how to find information, right? That you have that skill set. Excuse me. And I think Zoom user put something in the chat. Zoom user, if you can hear me, let me know because I need to change your name to a name because we can't contact you. So anybody who sees that their name is Zoom user or iPhone, can you come off mute and let me know so that way I can assign a name to you? And the purpose of this is, again, our conversation got a little derailed today, but I want to make sure that I come back to it and really tackle this. And we ended up landing on the conversation of grant writing today because of some discussions that was happening in book club. And as a result, in book club, I asked anybody want to, if this was a good topic. So this is a topic that it seems like a lot of people wanted to know about. Um, so with that, it's 7:02, but I just want to segue to anyone here that has participated in grant writing with me before, and the process and just what you learned. Can you just come off mute real quick and just introduce yourself to the folks, where you from, your name, and just a little bit about what the process was, or what your takeaway was. Was I was I cool or was I a fool? Tell me. Tell the people that don't know.
You was both. You was cool and you was a fool.
Yeah.
Um,
So y'all know she ain't
but
lying.
yeah, but this is a Derica McDaniel. I've been a part of the community for a little bit. So where I became Smart Futures CDC's community development. My bad, you guys.
You're the director of
I'm the
communications for
director of
Smart Futures Community
communications for
Development
Smart
Corporation.
Futures. Yeah, Community Development Corporation. I had to get it out. And as a part of that, I also had the opportunity to work with Dante on um, getting some information about grant writing and helping out with a specific grant. So for me, the experience was wonderful. Like I got a lot of education on how to do some research as far as um, grant proposals, how to write it out, what to look for, um, pretty much how to give the people what they want in order to get what it is that I want to achieve the goal. So it was a great experience. I would definitely suggest anyone who's interested or who's been looking for that type of information to go ahead and get on board because you're gonna be you're gonna get a great amount of value there.
So if anybody else jump in, right? But let me just explain to y'all, right? And I'm gonna give it in context of the 2.0 upgrade, right? So for everybody that purchased the family Bible, right, that's in the Mighty Network or in Telegram, you guys are going to get me on Sundays at Sunday school, right? Hands down. That's what you got. That's what you paid for. But the upgrade is going to give you the ability to work in a smaller group and really dive into the things that we may discuss here and other conversations. Um, and with me being executive director of a CDC, the we have the ability to write for grants and write each other into them, right? So I'll give you an example. I submitted a grant the other day, right, to a thing called the William Penn Foundation. Okay, I just submitted somebody to the William Penn Foundation. So if you want to look up who they are, by all means. Um, but in doing so, we used a fiduciary. So fiduciary is another organization, so a nonprofit, someone that's going to collect the money. So they give the money, they're going to give them to them, but they're going to do all the accounting. But in this space, right, if we found a grant and we needed a bookkeeper, we have Tania Malone here that understands accounting and bookkeeping. So as part of the grant, we can take a portion of the monies if it's $100,000. Ask Tania, okay, for the 4 month term of this grant, how much would you charge us to be our bookkeeper? Right. So now she may not even be, she ain't on the grant. She ain't interested in writing grants. She don't want to do research, but her business, you know what I'm saying, we can throw that money and throw that work to her business. All right. Now, the other question will um, come up and be, all right, Don, where are we going to find these grants from? Jada Muhammad, that's here. Jada got all the grants. Okay. We know where big ones at, little ones at. We know where ones that if you drive a Ford F-250 and have a trailer, you know what I mean? We can apply to get you like $400. It's a one-time thing, but because you drive that vehicle and you're doing community work, that specific one Ford has. And as long as you can show that you're using that to deliver food in the community or you deliver food, you can get a $400 grant. So those are like smaller ones, but as you learn how to write them and find them, we can find ways to supplement your businesses. Use Gary Scott. Gary Scott, I see that your background has something to do with rates. It says rates matter, right? So if we was writing a grant and we were doing a thing for young people and financial literacy was a part of it, we could holler at Gary and say, okay, Gary, you got a program, you got a curriculum, you got a course. Are you able to come in as a guest speaker? Then we can shoot him an honorarium to just come online and talk. And these things work. I'm going to say I'm good at it in the United States. Okay, they work worldwide, but if you're in the U.S. and you want to get down and get busy, like I've done Sunday schools where people have been on and told me where they live at and did a deep dive into their neighborhood, just being on a computer and figuring out and showing people some shit. With that, I'm going to get ready to end this conversation so everybody can get ready to slide over into Bible study. DG, you still here?
Yeah, I'm here, bro.
All right. You got the room open?
No, I gotta close this one first.
Okay. Oh shit. So y'all ain't gonna have no choice. So start popping out of here, y'all. And if you got any problems, hit me on Telegram because we're about to close this one.
I
Go
got
to
everything out of the chat.
got you. Thank you, Mama. If anybody still is putting anything into the chat or they haven't, you know what I mean? Like now is the time. All right. If you put anything into the chat, a G, a research, or anything, right? By all means, shoot me a message on Telegram and just tell me a little bit about yourself. Tell me, you ain't got to give me your whole resume and none of that. You know what I'm saying? But tell me what it is that your whole thing is. I'm a researcher. I do this. I work here. Like, tell me what your strengths are, and let's bust a play or two. And I'm a teach y'all this shit. All right. We're about to close the room. Anybody got any issues, questions before we get up out of here? Going once, going twice. All right. Peace, y'all. Pop out, pop out, pop out, pop out.